Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakradash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawah from the Men of Valor campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. And you know you done fucked up, right? All right, old druski, you done fucked up, man. All right, brothers and dead videos. You know, I don't got to do the same video. You know, rebuking. Just bring out the scriptures. All right, the Lord sees it. Okay, the Lord sees it. But I want to put some emphasis on what this did, because, like brothers already know, you can do nothing against the truth before it. Now we know his mockery has come pretty much against the IUIC. But where we give the IUIC their props is the fact that they are pushing the vibration of us being Israel. And, you know, for us that were newer into the faith, you know, a lot of us might have watched IUIC videos. I know I did for certain, you know, first coming in. You know, it was good, like entry level, you know. But then later the spirit, you know, had me, you know, see the apostles videos and brothers of GMS. You know, so the Lord draw you in. You know, he'll use these other camps to draw you in. But here's the thing. All right, this has exposed, all right, as you can see right here on Druski's page, this is his TikTok right here, 10.5 million followers. And he put this video, as you can see, he got, you know, he gets views on these videos. And he does all, look at it, he does all type of weird, zesty shit. You know, does all type of skits. So it's not necessarily like he's, you know, honing in on us, but you know, you had to know it was coming at some point with all these skits he does. You know, very diverse skits, but now he has he's making mockery of the Israelites and it's gone viral. Which proves what? That you niggas knew. All right, you know about the Israelites. All right, this did this did us a favor, man. All right, because we already knew through the spirit, you niggas knew. All right, but y'all played in the background like y'all didn't know about the Israelites. We know. All right, but this further proves, you know, that you people know. And hey, the Lord sees that. And that's why the Lord is going to take great pleasure in fucking you people up, man. All right, the 2/3 of our people. I don't even want to play the video, but as you can see, 1.2 million views. 254,000 likes. You know, you see it. They finna be so mad about this. So mad. I can't wait to see how mad they gonna be. Lost another one. They, you know, it's just a big joke to y'all. You know? He said he got a skit for everybody at this point. You know, and yeah, the way IUIC be moving, it's the, you know, it's whatever. But nonetheless, all right, again, this, you know, the Lord has even these other camps set up for a reason. All right, and IUIC just tends to be very much in the public eye. All right, but that's not a horrible thing. You know, they're not moving right, of course, and they be going off about the name and everything. But again, you know, this is a part of us remembering ourselves in the land of our captivity, all right? Which your mission, your purpose doesn't start when you find out that you're an Israelite. This was just the first captivity where that had been fully taken from us, all right? So it is you know, it seems like revolutionary knowledge when we proclaim that we're the Israelites, but we understand this. This was the only captivity where our heritage was fully stripped of us. Let's get that. This is Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knewest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. So, you know, the Lord removed his name from us. He removed our heritage. It got beaten out of us, you know. But the Lord said, what? In the land of your captivities, you shall remember yourselves. The Lord sending his prophets back out. And we look like the laughing stock now. All right. But we're going to be the ones laughing when you niggas are out here starving. All right. And I just wanted to pull up this comment board, because people are known. People aren't coming on the comment board like, oh, who are these guys? No, they knew exactly who he was mimicking. Say they coming for you, Drew. We're not gonna do nothing. I can't speak for the IUIC, but we're not gonna do anything. The Lord is gonna fuck you up, man. And everybody that was joined unto you, and whoever set you up to this shit, I avoid them at all costs. See, Black Cherry, I avoid them at all costs. Yeah, somebody said, hey, that's it. Yeah. Look, when you damn nigga women. And you dreadhead niggas, man, when the Lord start having, Trump send these ICE agents to Atlanta, to these other hoods and shit, start really mopping you niggas up, man, then you going to want to get right with the Lord, man. It ain't going to be so funny then. This video got 1.7 million. And, of course, we don't be bothering couples and shit, man. Of course, like I said, you got different camps that do that, so it's not like he's not accurate. And then you see, this guy right here, he's holding up a t-shirt, friends t-shirt with the name of the Lord. All right, y'all are putting, even in mockery, you're putting the vibration of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in the air, man. And once again, the Lord is not mocked. All right, this is deadly serious. But they can't say they don't know. Everybody think it's so funny. I'm just scrolling through here. Because they were pretty accurate with this damn skit, man.
Can I speak to you, please, bro? Lost another one.
Look at all these guys they got to just go out there. Why aren't y'all actually going out? Y'all playing with y'all own salvation, because these are all Israelites, whether they claim to be or not. Druski, whether you claim to be an Israelite or not, we know you've been at Diddy house. You done sold out. And your handlers probably put you up to this, but you're using something that's for your benefit for some damn mockery, man. Let's get this. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gates in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scornings, and fools hate knowledge. All right? The Lord has us on the highways and byways. Yeah, we look silly. Yeah, we look foolish. All right, but this truth is coming out, man. And you're not taking heed to it. All the things that the Lord said was going to happen is happening. And he had us proclaim it amongst you people that it was happening. These same people that you were mocking, these same men you're mocking, maybe not the IUIC in particular, but they see us as well, man. They see, just like they see the false prophets out there, they see the true prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And they feel the same way, if not worse, toward us, because they hate Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So that wisdom is crying without. We're not charging anybody to hear this truth. We're not begging anybody to hear this truth. The Spirit is going to gather the elect. All these people that are mocking and scorning, they're being marked for judgment. And we're going to see just how gruesome the judgment really is, man. But it came from mockery. These people didn't get it because they didn't know they about to get this shit happen to them, because they did know, man. They did know. Verse 21, turn you with my reproof. Behold, I will pour my spirit unto you. I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. And the Lord did that through his prophets. Verse 24, because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have sat not all my counsel and with none of my reproof. You know, hey, you laugh. You cross the street. You roll up your windows. The Lord sees all of this, man. Verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So the Lord ain't gonna come down here and help you niggas, man. He gonna use us to laugh at you niggas. Verse 27, when your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, because that's what we're in the time of. This is right on time, man. You know, you got these women, niggas and niggas laughing, but Trump about to cut your fucking food stamps, man. Don't come to us. You can't go to the Lord now because you didn't expose that you don't really care about this thing, man. Verse 28, it says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. Exactly. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fool shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. You know, and this is why the Lord said to pray not for this people, man. All right, the Lord knew about Jake, man. He created us. And he know Jake, this has been a common running theme, man. You got a portion of Jake just don't want to get right. Well, see, that's why the Lord ain't gonna be like when the Lord got us out of Egypt, where he brought all of us out the land and then we had to wander around in the wilderness, you know, wait for that generation to die off. Nah. All right, the Lord gonna gather his elect and he gonna leave the rest of you niggas here. You gonna get melted, man. If you didn't die by the famine already, if you didn't die by the sword already. You see they tightening shit up, man. Trump is ordering national nuclear missile test again. You know, Russia's testing their missiles, man. Hey, we getting ready for war. You know, they're getting ready for World War III. But World War III won't fully come to pass until the MOTB is pushed. So we know that's about to get pushed. Because these nations ain't going to hold back from wanting to use these missiles too much longer. You know, you got the 3-hour Atlas thing that's got people all, you know, bent out of shape. You know, which is, you know, the closer it gets, the more people can confirm that, yeah, this is a chariot, man. You know, we can confirm it. Now whether it's Howard Shah or not, it still remains to be seen. But it's got these damn devils scrambling. This is Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind cannot be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And now we understand, you know, the plight of the prophets of old that were despised by their own people, you know, for reproving them. You know, we about to get to that stage where Jake want to put us to death, man. You know, but the Lord he gonna cover us. Verse 2, and it shall come to pass that if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? You know, it's going to come a time where they're going to be wondering, like, hey, you know, what should we do? Then shalt thou tell them, thus said the Lord, you know, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them for a kind, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. So the Lord about to send judgment upon you niggas, man. All right. The Lord said, I will go and hide my face until they acknowledge their offense, and in their affliction shall they seek me early. All right, when the Lord got you, hey, he about to use famine against you niggas, man. That's a major end time judgment. And as we already starting to see it go down with the food stamps, man. Because it's going to affect pretty much black women the most. Although they got Edomite women and shit that's on it more. You know, Jake has made that it's, you know, their whole habitation. Trusting in Section 8 and food stamps. And now the Lord is having it being taken away. So now you don't have a leg to stand on. But again, this just further proves that they've heard this truth. And we'll finish off here. This is Romans chapter 10, and I'll start at verse 17. Or actually, let's see. Verse 13, it says, "For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved." All right, what's his name? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Verse 14. "And how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?" All right, and these preachers are the very ones that you're out here pretty much mocking and mimicking. You know? Again, just to put emphasis, druski was mocking the IUIC. However, you know, they've lumped all of us into that category. They think we're all obnoxious. You know, they think we're all bums. You know, and they think we're the weird ones when really they're the weird ones. Still walking around being black people, being Hispanics. y'all are really weird. You're fully embracing a heritage that this devil granted you, man. Verse 15. "And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things." Right, we're out here preaching the good news, man. And Jake think this shit is a joke. But it's okay. It's only for the elect, man. That's why we're not going to feel bad when you 2/3 die. We're not going to feel bad. We just not. We really getting to that point, man. Verse 16, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah saith, "Lord, who have believed our report?" So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Lord. And the Lord set up prophets. Verse 18, "But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily their sound went into all the earth, and their words into the ends of the world." And this is proof of that. All right. Millions of views already. This is proof of that they know. So it says their sound went into all the earth, and their words into the end of the world. So the Lord gonna start jacking these damn 2/3 up, man. We about to see it. We're about to witness it. All right. So that's what I got from this whole situation. You know, Druski gonna get what he got coming. He's set up. All right, those guys, they're gonna receive judgment. But all you people that's commenting, that's liking this shit, you're marked now. You're marked. That's all we got to say. You marked. You done. You out of here. And y'all are making our chances a whole lot better, man. So Lord willing, just let it find on to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.